Good morning to everyone, student. Here we are going to start the new lesson, that is lesson number 7, cube and cube roots. This lesson is somewhat same as the methods and all is same as chapter number 6, that is square and square. So here moving towards the definitions of this chapter, what it says that cube numbers obtained when a number is multiplied itself 3 times are called cube numbers. Cube numbers are those numbers which will be going to multiply with itself 3 times. Suppose a number is there, a number 2. Okay, if it is said that cube of 2, that means cube number, that is 2 into 2 into 2. In the same way 6 is there, 6 cube, 6 to the power 3, it's will be written as 6 into 6 into 6. Isn't it? मतलब ऐसा नंबर जिनके पावर में 3 हो उनको हम क्यूब नंबर्स बोलते हैं. Such numbers which are going to multiply with itself 3 times are said to be a cube numbers. In the same way, what is a square numbers? The numbers which is multiplying itself twice is said to be a square number. Only the difference between cube numbers and square numbers is that in square numbers the number itself multiplies twice, while the cube numbers are those numbers which are going to multiply with itself thrice. 3 बार वो multiply होता है cube में. ठीक है. Now as we are having the perfect square, what is the perfect square? The numbers ends or the unit place, the numbers are 1, 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. So such numbers are called a perfect square. So in the same way we are having the perfect cube. So what is a perfect cube is? If in the prime factorizations of any number, each factors appear 3 times, then the number is a perfect cube. That means if we are going to take the factors of any number, suppose example, if we are going to take up factors of 27, what will be the factors of 27 will come? Factors of 27, that is 27, 3 comes 9, 3, 3. So here we can see that factors are coming 3 into 3 into 3. So 7 to the power 27 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3, or it can also be written as 3 to the power 3. Isn't it? So such numbers are said to be as a perfect square. Okay. Now cube root. What do you mean by cube root? This is a perfect cube. This is a cube numbers. Now come to the cube root. So what is a cube root? Cube root is denoted by root 3. Here cube root is denoted as root 3. 27 is equals to all the factors of 27 is being written as 3 into 3 into 3, and making the pair of the 3 numbers. Always remember that as in the square root we are making the pair of the two numbers, but in the cube root we are going to make the pairs of the 3 numbers. So making the pair of the 3 numbers, one of the 3 comes outside, which is the cube root of 27. So what is the cube root of 27 is 3. This is the answer. So clear everyone? So moving towards the next, what is the exercise 7.1? So which of the following numbers are not a perfect cube? So here we have to do what? That we have to find that which of the number is not a perfect cube. So take out the prime factorization by using the prime factorization method. Take out the factors of 216. If any numbers does not have the pair of 3, that means it is not a perfect cube. Okay, so we can use any of the method as we had solved the method in the chapter number 6, that is square and square root. Good morning to everyone, student. Here we are going to start exercise 7.1. So first question, what it says that which of the following number are not a perfect cube? So 216, whether it is a perfect cube or not, that we have to find it. So dear student, in order to find whether 216 is a perfect cube or not, what we have to do is we have to find the factors of 216. 216 एक perfect cube है कि नहीं, हमको find out करने के लिए उसके factors find करना पड़ेगा. So 216 comes in the table of 2, 108 time 108 comes in table of 2, 54, 54 comes in the table of 2, 27 time 27 comes in the table of 3, 9 time 9 comes in the table of 3, 3 times, and 3 comes in the table of 3, 1 time. Now what are the factors of 216 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now you can look that here the factors of 216 are having the pairs, means the 2 is also having the 3 pairs and 3 is also having the pairs. That means it is a perfect square. Thus we can say that 216 is a perfect cube, not a square, it is cube. Thus we can say that 216 is a perfect cube. Okay, moving toward the B part of the question, 128, we have to find out whether 128 is a perfect cube or not. So in order to find 128 is a perfect cube or not, what we have to do, we have to first find the factors as shown over here. Then all the factors, look, 128 is having the factors, this 3 2 is having the pair, this 3 2 is having the pair, but the last 2 is unpaired, isn't it? यहाँ पर जो लास्ट वाला 2 है उसका पेयर नहीं है. If some numbers are unpaired, that means that particular number which is given in the question is not a perfect cube. Thus we can say that since 2 is not having a pair, thus we can say that 128 is not a perfect cube. कहने का मतलब ये है कि कोई भी नंबर जो क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है उसके हम फैक्टर्स निकालेंगे. फैक्टर्स निकालने के बाद उनके 3 पेयर बनाएंगे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बात हो रही है क्यूब की, isn't it? क्यूब नंबर्स की बात हो रही है, इसलिए 3 पेयर बनाएंगे. अगर सारे फैक्टर्स का 3 पेयर बन जाता है, मतलब वो जो नंबर क्वेश्चन में दिया है वो परफेक्ट क्यूब है. अगर फैक्टर्स का पेयर नहीं बनता है, जैसे इस क्वेश्चन में 1 2 बच रहा है जिसका पेयर नहीं है, तो ऐसे कंडीशन में जो 128 जो नंबर है वो परफेक्ट क्यूब नहीं होगा. दस 128 is not a perfect cube. Okay, so try to do the third, fourth and fifth part with your own. Now we are going to move question number 2, second part. What is said, find the smallest number by which each of the following number must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. So what we have to do over here, student, we have to find a smallest number, as this question is similar as the question we had did in the chapter number 6. Okay, so here we have to find the smallest number which will be multiplied with the numbers to make it a perfect cube. मतलब ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर ये बोल दिया गया है कि ये जो नंबर 243 है वो परफेक्ट क्यूब नहीं है. ठीक है, अगर वो परफेक्ट क्यूब नहीं है तो हमको ऐसा छोटा स्मॉल नंबर ढूंढना है जिसको मल्टीप्लाई करने पर वो एक परफेक्ट क्यूब बन जाएगा. सो इन ऑर्डर टू डू दैट व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, 243 का फैक्टर्स निकालेंगे. फैक्टर्स आप सबको मालूम है कैसे निकालते हैं. That 243 comes in the table of 3 81 times, 81 comes in the table of 3 27 times, 27 comes in the table of 3 9 times, and 9 comes in the table of 3 3 times, and 3 comes in the table of 3 1 time. Now you can leave that the factors of 243 is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, isn't it? First 3 is having pair, then last 2 3 is not having pair. Hence, since 3 has no triplet pairs means 3 का पेयर नहीं है. Thus, we can say that 243 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, we have to multiply both the side by 3. इसका अनपेयर है, किस नंबर का अनपेयर है? 3 का अनपेयर है. कितने नंबर्स अनपेयर है? 3 में. यहाँ पर पेयर बनाने के लिए एक 3 की जरूरत है ना, तो एक 3 जो है वो दोनों साइड मल्टीप्लाई होगा. Thus 243 will be multiplied with 3 over here and here also to make it a perfect square. Now here in the question it is said that find that smallest number which will make 243 as the perfect cube. So that number is 3. Have you understood? Moving towards the second part of the same question, it is said that 256 whether it is a perfect cube or not. If it is not a perfect cube, we have to make it a perfect cube by finding the smallest number. So here we had finded the factors, we had written the factors in the paired form. You can see here the last 2 is not having the pair, मतलब यहाँ पर एक और 2 की ज़रूरत है. It is missed, isn't it? It is, so it is not a perfect. Since the last 2 is not having the pair, that's why we can say that 256 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, we have to multiply both the side by 2. By multiplying the number 256 with 2, it becomes 512. Now we can say that 2 is the smallest number which will be multiplied with 256 to make it the perfect square. So dear student, in this way you have to solve the question number 2. Now moving towards the question number 3, find the smallest number by which each of the following number must be divided to obtain a perfect cube. So here what you have to do, you have to same as we have did in the question number 2, in the same way you have to do, but instead of multiplying the data, the number, you have to divide that numbers. Clear? So let's see how to do. Continuing the question number 3, here what is asked there, we have to find the smallest number which will be divided by the number 81 to make it a perfect cube, isn't it? So as this question is same as the question number 2, for that we have to find out the factors of the number. So what will be the factors of 81? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 81 will be equals to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now you can see that here the last 3 is having no pair, isn't it? Since 3 has no triplets pair means the pair of 3 3. Since 3 has no triplet pairs, therefore we can say that 81 is not a perfect cube. Okay, to make it a perfect cube, we have to multiply it by 3. Divide it by 3. Why we are going to divide it by 3? Because in the question itself it is said that find the smallest number which will be divisible by that numbers to make it a perfect cube, isn't it? So here since 3 is having no pair, therefore 81 is not a perfect cube. If it is not a perfect cube, we have to make it a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, we have to divide it by 3. So dividing 81 by 3, and this side is also LHS and RHS, both the sides will be going to be divided by the 3. So here we will get 27, and the 27 is a perfect cube. Thus the smallest number is 3. Same as question number 3, second only. Okay, in that we had multiplied, here we have to divide it. Now you will ask me, teacher, how we will going to know whether we have to divide or multiply or add it or subtraction. So dear student, don't get confused. In the question itself it is very clearly given where you have to multiply the smallest number, where you have to divide the smallest number. Okay. So here again the same, finding the factors of 128. We had finded the factors of 128, and we can see that the last 2 is unpaired. If it is unpaired, that means if it is not having a triplet pairs, that means we can say that 128 is not a perfect cube. In order to make it a perfect cube, we have to divide it by 2. So while dividing 128, we will get the answer 64. Here also the 2 will be cancelled from the numerator and denominator. The factors will be having that triplets pair. Hence we can say that the smallest number which is 2, the smallest number is 2, which will be divided by 128 to make it a perfect cube. Okay, now moving towards the next question, that is question number 4. In the question number 4 it is said that Parikshit is a person who is going to make a cuboid of the length, means cuboid is there, okay, whose dimensions means length, breadth and height is given as 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. Now he has to, by joining the two cubes, by joining that cuboid, he want to make a cube. Okay, so in order to make a cube, how many cuboids are required of the dimension 5 cm, 2 cm and again 5 cm. Clear? So for that what you have to do, student? For that you have to first find out the LCM of 2 cm, 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. The LCM of the dimensions of the cube you have to find out. Then you have to solve that question. Okay. Now seeing this question, first what is the dimension of the cuboid is given, that is given as 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. Finding the LCM of these numbers, we will get as 10 cm. Now let's try to make a cube by arranging. So let us try. For 10 cm side, for this arrangement we have to put 2 cuboid along its length. 2 cuboid, this one is a cuboid shape. Okay, so lengthwise we are going to put the 2 cubes. Then 5 cuboid width. So 5 cuboid is width. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Is it? And again the 2 cube to its width. Like this. So for this arrangement, for making the cuboid, means ऐसा एक cuboid बनेगा जिसके अंदर आपको ऐसे करके cuboids रखना है, cube बनाना है with the help of cuboid. So for total cuboid requires according to the arrangement, means इसके particular arrangement के according हमको cuboids की जो ज़रूरत पड़ेगा वो 2 into 5 into 2 है. Hence we can say that the total 20 cuboids is required to make a cube. Clear everyone? So this is the last question of exercise 7.1. Hope you people understood the exercise. Now we will going to move the next exercise, that is 7.2, and that exercise we are going to do in the next video. So dear student, for today, thank you everyone.